What's up and welcome to the fourth video on this new channel, Nerd Things with Kenny. My name is Kenny and this video is all about The Mandalorian. Today we're discussing how The Mandalorian does fan service right. In case you didn't see it, spoiler warning for most of The Mandalorian, because we might dive into some details in this one. Let's get into this. Okay, so I've been going back and forth on what exactly I wanted to talk about in this episode. My boy Jacob will probably think this video is all about Season 2, Episode 6, aka The Tragedy, or in other words, the one where Boba Fett returns. And trust me, I'll get to that. But The Mandalorian does so many things right, in my opinion, that I have to mention them. The way this show sets up storylines with characters from other shows is near flawless, in my opinion. Look at the episode The Jedi, where they nearly seamlessly introduce Ahsoka Tano into this new world. The Mandalorian sets up things by throwing in simple phrases like this line from Season 1.
It says here you're from Alderaan. I served during Alderaan. Did you lose anyone?
I lost everyone.
That line not only does character development in the story that we are currently watching, but it also straight up is fan service in the best way possible. The only reason that line hits so hard is because we as fans of this vast Star Wars universe have wondered about that type of stuff. The movies are more concerned about getting people to come see them, so we don't always get to elaborate on these type of stories, but The Mandalorian allows for it because The Mandalorian cares about its audience. Now, I don't want to be this type of channel, but it's hard for me to talk about the positives without also somewhat mentioning the negatives too. And to be honest, it took me a while to jump on The Mandalorian bandwagon. Like, I didn't watch it at all until halfway through Season 2. But I've always loved Star Wars, so why wasn't I stoked on it? Well, The Last Jedi. See, when I watch a movie, I can look past plot holes, I can look past continuity errors, I can even look past leaps in logic, as long as the story entertains me. I just didn't feel that watching The Last Jedi, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. So I was nervous to watch The Mandalorian, but after a lot of convincing from my friends, I finally hopped on the wagon, and this show brought life back into Star Wars for me in so many ways. Because it tells a story that could not only stand alone as one of the best pieces of Star Wars media we've ever gotten, in my opinion, but it does small things that shows me that it understands as part of the Star Wars universe and it needs to act as such. And that brings me to Season 2, Episode 6, the one I mentioned earlier, the one about Boba Fett, aka The Tragedy. You may ask yourself, Kenny, why are you so obsessed with this episode? Well, let me tell you, in 3 words, the seismic charge. This thing. Okay, so truth time. I grew up on the prequels. My first ever Star Wars experience was The Phantom Menace when I was 7 years old. I've now grown up to feel just as indifferent about them as the rest of the internet. I like them more than I like the sequels, but not as much as the originals. However, just as any other bad movies, the prequels have their moments, and even though The Clone Wars is my least favorite Star Wars movie ever, there was this one good part. The seismic charge, used by Jango Fett in his battle against Obi-Wan. Then again in The Mandalorian by Boba Fett in his battle against the Imperial Army. It's these small things that keep me coming back for more, the little things that refers to this vast universe of Star Wars while not taking away from the story being told. In my opinion, this is why The Mandalorian does fan service right. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. I'm out of here. Peace.
It's caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.